Um, Devin, Sean, and I got into a debate about Brad Richardson's power play time during the preseason of the Calgary Flames because Salim, butchering his last name, Salim, or Sammy Hadas, sorry, that was Sammy Hadas actually, I believe, that tweeted out that Brad Richardson got number one power play time. Uh, my my thought process on this, just in terms of where this lineup is I don't really. I think it felt like Richardson was kind of playing in the Monahan role because Monahan is still injured. And this is just a time to do some experimentation. Are you worried that Brad Richardson, 36-year-old Brad Richardson, got power play time? And I didn't see the power play minutes, but I don't think it was more than a minute.
6 minutes and 48 seconds.
On the power play?
Yeah.
Well, this goes back to last year when the Calgary Flames were out of it, and he decided to only play Matthew Phillips once. And we'll get to him here in a second on some other news to do with Matthew Phillips. But there's a bunch of controversy that Sutter went with a veteran-laden lineup in consideration to, seeing what the cupboards of the Calgary Flames have and basically see how the young kids do. But to the other side of that argument, he wanted to solidify work ethic and make sure that the veterans and the most likely who's going to be on this team this year know that you need to be working your ass off every shift kind of thing. So I can see both sides of it. So seeing Brad Richardson on the power play, not ideal. Maybe give it to one of the younger players, younger skilled players on this Flames team. I wouldn't say I'm too concerned over it. Am I surprised that it happened? No, I really am not. That sounds like a Daryl Sutter kind of thing to do. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's preseason. Don't read too much into it. If I see it in the regular season, then I'll probably start freaking out a little bit.
It was Salim, by the way, that did say, granted, it's a preseason. Brad Richardson getting first unit power play duties is not what I anticipated at any point when he signed with the Calgary Flames in September. So, okay, but dang credit. I don't know. With this team, I think Sutter has his way of doing things, and he's certainly not going to accept the feedback from Twitter or anyone else to find the young guys. But at the same time, has any of the younger guys really have stepped up? Like, has it been someone here in this training camp is like, wow, this young guy we need to get some opportunities into this guy. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, no. I got a name. Walker Dewar.
He's not ready though. I like what he.
Yeah, but it's preseason. This is exactly the spot where you would put him in. Brad Richardson had more power play time than Michael Backlund, than Andrew Mangiapane, than Dylan Dubé. And you're telling that's just where I'm at. It's preseason. It's early preseason where you can give these some younger players or some players who play lower down in your lineup an opportunity to show that they can go up. Dylan Dubé and Andrew Mangiapane are key players for the Flames' success this year. You don't want them to start feel that Sutter has confidence in them and to be playing with confidence. You don't want to reward someone like a Walker Dewar who has played his way into a roster spot up potentiality here. The way every game, all you hear is Walker Dewar is playing well. Yeah, maybe he's more of a 13th, 14th forward that you're probably, or the first call up out of Stockton, but give him a spot, give him a look, as opposed to 30-something-year-old Brad Richardson, who's going to be your fourth line center. I just look at that and I say that's a miss. And the way Devin said it in terms of, am I surprised? I'm not surprised. That's a very Sutter thing to do. Do I understand his thought process? Yes, I just disagree with it. I think it's preseason. It's time to give these opportunities to players who have earned them, and I think Walker Duber's earned that look.
He definitely has it. It's. I think what Sutter wants to see is the consistency of these younger players 5-on-5 than on power play. If you play well 5-on-5, you will get the chances on the power play. And I'm with Sean. I was upset that late last season he wasn't giving the opportunities to the younger players and only giving Matthew Phillips one game, and that was it. And he played very well in the AHL last year and barely gave him a shot up here. So as far as giving a Dubé or a Mangiapane a look on the power play or giving them more power play time, especially in preseason, I agree. It needs to be – that should be your MO. But I truly believe that if they aren't playing well 5-on-5 and they're not doing the things properly that Daryl Sutter wants, he's not going to give that opportunity because playing on the power play in Daryl Sutter's world is a privilege.